There's a song that says, "Ain't too proud to beg." There are things people will do, and they'll go down on their knees and they'll beg for it, for forgiveness, for their women, things like that. But so often when we train, we don't reach our goals, we don't make it, we give up. Well, why should I keep trying? Well, you think about it. What's more important than your health, your life, making that better while we're living? So if that's more important than all these other things that we beg and push ourselves to reach, shouldn't we beg and push ourselves to reach our fitness goal? That should be most important. And we shouldn't be ashamed to get back up on our feet if we fall down on our face and try again. Because this means our life, or a better quality of life. And it's for this reason that we push ourselves and keep going. And we're not proud, too proud, to get up and fight and beg and push ourselves to make it. Tu vida, tu corazón es más importante que tu vida. Cuando tú encuentras el trainer and it's difícil, es okay, pero tu vida es más importante. Entonces necesito tu otro tiempo para el trainer. Porque tu vida es más importante. Necesito tu continuar para el trainer. Entonces, más tiempo tu corazón es bien y tu vida es feliz. Sí. Lest you forget the reason why you're training. The memory. I always say to remember is a good thing, lest we forget the reason why we're training. There's a word called monotony or monotonous. Life can get monotonous. Part of why that happens is that we forget why we're doing a certain thing. We forget our dreams, desires, and our focus. And then things become monotonous. We don't know why we're doing it, so we just go in emotion. So we must remember, lest we forget the reason why we train. Remember why you sat down and says, I'm going to do this. One day, for some reason, you decide, I'm going to train. Either because you wanted to change your body, either because you wanted to lose some weight, either because you wanted to steer off some diseases and be more healthy. We decided for a particular reason. So lest we forget why we started to train, we must remember the reason why we started so we can maintain our drive and our motivation. Otherwise, we'll forget and our training will become monotonous and we can let go and forget and stop training. Es muy bien tu personas recuerda por qué tú es en gimnasio o tú es en el treno. Cuando tú no recuerdas, entonces tu el treno es no feliz, tú no encanta el treno, entonces tú terminó el treno. Pero cuando tú recuerdas, ¿por qué tú es en el treno? Tú es grande, o tú es gordo, tú necesitas placa, tú se entrena para la vida, es más bien, tú se entrena para tú es enfermo, tú no encanta enfermo. Cuando tú recuerdas por qué tú es entreno, entonces tú continúas el entreno. Pero cuando tú no recuerdas por qué tú es entreno, entonces el entreno es no bien, el gimnasio es no bien, no encanta, no feliz, entonces tú terminó. So es importante, todo, tú recuerda por qué tú es el entreno. You a dreamer? There are good dreams and bad dreams. And when it comes to training, dreaming of how we can look or should look is great because it can be a source of motivation to get us up and to go and to train to try to reach these goals that we have envisioned in our minds. I'm always dreaming, thinking about how our cuts and how big and how different I can be with a different training routine. For me, it's exciting to imagine. Then comes the reality of getting in the gym, doing that new difficult or routine that I've dreamed about. That's where the challenge comes in. Dreaming is great because it feels so good. You can imagine yourself and see yourself doing all those good things. But now doing that dream, that is difficult. But the thing I say, don't stop dreaming. Because dream creates a desire and a motivation, and that desire rouses us and pushes us to do what we should. Without desire, we won't train. We won't do what we should. And dream produce desire. So definitely dream, see yourself where you want to be, and that can push us and motivate us to go there. Sueños para ejercicio, para buen cuerpo, para cambiar cuerpo es muy bien. Pero es más bien para voy el treno para muy bien cuerpo. Para sueños es bien, que cuando tus sueños muy bien cuerpo, ejercicio, entonces tú quiero ejercicio, tú quiero muy buen cuerpo. Entonces tú voy a gimnasio. Entonces sueños es bien, sueños para buen cuerpo es bien. Entonces para ti, para voy a gimnasio, para el treno. What's your excuse not to train? On my way out of the gym, about a day or two ago, there was a fellow in front of me in a motorized wheelchair, and he was having trouble opening the door to get out. He was coming from the gym, just like I was. Here he was in a motorized wheelchair, can't stand, but he makes it to the gym to train and remain healthy. And the question comes up when you see that sort of determination. What's my excuse? Why is it that I do not train? If he can train in a motorized wheelchair, he can't walk, but he goes in to do what he can, then really, there is no excuse for us. We all should be able to train, do something to help improve our health and stay in shape. Otro día cuando yo en el gimnasio, mira, otra persona se enfermo, piernas no bien. Entonces, siéntate para ejercicio. Yo pienso, otra persona, piernas no bien, pero es en gimnasio. Entonces, mi piensa para mí es muy bien para ejercicio. Entonces, necesito piensa. Otra persona es difícil para ejercicio, pero es en gimnasio para ejercicio. Entonces yo en ti, cuando es muy bien, caminar, cuerpo es bien, entonces necesito por ejercicio para muy bien la vida. Look ahead and try not to look back. That's a popular saying, but sometimes in training, it's not a bad thing to look back where you've come from to get where you are now. Of course, we should look ahead where we're going and formulate a training routine to reach that goal. And realizing that we may not be there now, but we'll eventually get there. The problem with looking back is that sometimes we get discouraged. It could be that we have an injury. And perhaps before we were doing so good, now we're injured and we're not doing that good. So we tend to look back longingly as to how we looked, how great we were doing, and we get discouraged and do not push ourselves. In that case, yes, looking back may not be beneficial. However, when looking back creates a motivation and a drive to push forward, then in that case, it's not a bad thing. But overall, yes, life is a forward-moving motion. We can enjoy the past and look back at what we've accomplished so as to motivate us to move forward. But in any event, tomorrow is going to be tomorrow. It won't be yesterday. So we must continue to look forward and press ahead with our training routine. Cuando tú estás en el treno, es muy bien tu mental es para mañana, otro día. No, afuera. Afuera tú es más bien cuerpo, más bien, entonces tú es no feliz para ejercicio. No, no es bien. Piensa mañana, otro día. Trabajo para entreno, entonces otro día tu cuerpo es muy bien también, y tú es feliz. Pero mental must be otro día voy al treno. Staying focused. You know, when training, that's one of the famous words that you hear. Stay focused. And this is such a challenge because we have life, we have discouragement, we have our own mental thoughts to fight, to overcome, to continue training. And these are some of the things that makes it so difficult to stay focused and continue training. I can't say there's any easy route to stay focused. It's always a fight, a battle, like an uphill walk that stays uphill as long as you train. Just remembering to train remembering there's results that comes from training, remembering what will happen if we don't train. Those things kind of can help us to stay focused and continue training. Cuando tú encuentras el treino o tú es en el treino, es muy bien tu mental es recuerda es importante para el treino. Para es muchas cosas para en la vida en muchas personas terminar el treino. Pero es más importante para ti tu mental continuar el treino todo tu vida. The events that shape our life and leave us where we are today, they can have a powerful effect, but in the end, we need to decide how those are going to turn out. For example, when I was 5 or so, my father died. So my life, my mom's life was totally different, and it wasn't easy. Those events shaped my life greatly. However, whereas health and fitness is concerned, many times it's very difficult to train because there's discouraging thoughts from a rough life, that is. However, I have to make a decision. Will I let those events of my youth shape what I do now? And those are the thoughts I have to fight. I have to create new line of thoughts, new determination, and take control of my life now. To train, to be healthy, to be fit. So whatever it is that brought you here to the gym, it's good and it's one thing. But whatever it is that shaped your life, let that be. You are now here at this point in your training for whatever purpose. Make a decision to make the best of that. Form new drive, new determination, new fitness goals. Do not let the events that shaped your life before destroy what it is that you're doing now with your fitness life and your goals. Now, if they're encouraging and they motivate you and they push you, well, even great. But if they become things that drag you down and pull you back and away from training and fitness and a better life for yourself, then let them go. For you are here now, you are not there. Cuando personas en gimnasio, tu mental es muy cosas. Trabajo, pequeña, familia, todo. Pero es más importante tu recuerdo. Cuando tú es aquí en el gimnasio o aquí en el treino, ahora tú es aquí en el treino. El treino es importante. No es piensa otras cosas. Cuando tú terminó el treino, no te voy a otras cosas. Pero ahora tú es en el treino, más importante tu recuerdo. Ahora en el treino. Por 1 hora o 2 horas es en el treino. No recuerda todo cosas. Cuando tú terminas el treino, entonces voy a otras cosas. The things we hold dear. You would be surprised to know the things people hold dear to their hearts. Their opinions, their thoughts. People will kill you for going against their thoughts or opinion on certain things. They hold those things very, very dear to their heart. While that is the case, and that is great for them, some of those opinions and desires or thoughts may not get one anywhere. Now, if your desire and your opinion is so strong about fitness and health and training, and you hold that dear to your heart that you will allow no one to get between you and your training, then I commend you. I wouldn't say kill them for going against you, but it is in that way we need to be determined to hold our thoughts about training and fitness and health so dear to our heart that we let no one or nothing part us from it. No chips, no bad diet, no foolish thoughts, no waste of time, no lack of sleep, nothing should come between our thoughts of fitness and health and training. That's how dear we should hold it to our heart. And in that way, we'll prove ourselves to be people who train and are fit and stay in shape. Now, don't get me wrong. I know sometimes we need enjoyment. I'm not saying go into the extreme. Enjoy yourself. However, make time for your fitness and your health and for staying in shape. Es necesita personas, recuerda, es importante para tu vida, para ejercicio, para voy al gimnasio, para corriendo. Es necesito para tu corazón. Entonces, cuando tú piensas o tú hablas a otra persona, en persona habla, es no necesario. No. Es necesito tu recuerdo para tu corazón, para muy bien vida. Es necesito ejercicio, necesito corriendo, necesito tu ejercicio para muy bien la vida. Nunca tú terminó tu ejercicio. Es más importante para ti. Y para mí también. To continue is just as hard as it is to begin. It's funny, you set a schedule and you start a training routine. And you feel great. But to continue with it, it's like a daily challenge, a mental challenge to remind yourself and to fight in your mind to continue training. That's what it feels like sometimes. So starting is good, but continuing can be just as challenging as starting. Cuando personas piensan ejercicio, es uno importante para ver ejercicio. Pero es importante continuar ejercicio. Es también difícil. Difícil para ver y difícil para continuar ejercicio. Hola. Buenas noches todos. Good night, everyone. I hope everyone had a good fitness week. Have a good night and catch you guys later. Just out for my run. Make sure you guys get your exercise in, your run, and stay fit. Muy ejercicio, muy bien, muy corriendo. Sí. Habla más tarde.
Watching Yeah.